Welcome students to Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Today we are going to start with subject bookkeeping and accountancy, chapter number 3, admission of partner, part 3. In the previous class, we have studied about how to calculate goodwill as per average profit method and super profit method. And today we are going to start with here treatment of goodwill. There are two methods here. The first one is premium method. Under this method, new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash or kind. It may be retained in the business or may be withdrawn by all partners. Goodwill is very important for the business point of view, as we have already discussed. So when the new partner he enters in the business, he brings goodwill in cash. And partners, if they want, they will keep this amount into the business. That is called retained in the business, or if they want, they can withdraw the amount of goodwill from the business. So just see here the different cases of goodwill. Case number 1, when new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash and it is retained in the business. It means they don't want to take the amount of goodwill from the business. They will keep that amount into the business. See the journal entry. A. Cash or bank account debit to goodwill account, being goodwill brought in by new partner. And the second entry is goodwill account debit to all partners' capital or current account, being goodwill distributed among all partners as per sacrifice ratio. So as per sacrifice ratio, goodwill amount is going to be distributed. Now students, we have to remember in this case, sacrifice ratio, when we are going to apply this, when in the sum they will mention both old ratio as well as new ratio. Only in that case we are going to distribute goodwill as per sacrifice ratio. Otherwise, if they have not mentioned anything about new ratio, goodwill is going to be distributed as per old profit sharing ratio. Now, see the second case here. When new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash and it is withdrawn by all partners. It means the amount of goodwill, all partners, they wanted to take it from the business. Now let us see here how many journal entries that we have to pass. Here, the first journal entry that is going to remain same that we have done. Cash or bank account debit to goodwill account, being goodwill brought in by new partner. Second entry is goodwill account debit to all partners' capital or current account as per sacrifice ratio. And the third is, clearly it is given here, it is withdrawn by all partner, and therefore all partners' capital or current account debit to cash or bank account, and narration here being goodwill withdrawn by all partners. Now see here students, it is written actual withdrawn. Now what is meant by the actual withdrawn? It happened that the partner, they brought here goodwill in cash, the full amount, but they don't want to take the entire amount of the goodwill. They will take some part of the amount of goodwill. And therefore, the third entry that we are going to pass, that is totally based on the actual amount that the partner are going to be withdrawn from the business. It may be 50%, 40%, 30% as per the sum. So you have to remember that whenever it is mentioned in the adjustment here, when the new partner he brings here goodwill and it is withdrawn by all partner, or if they will say they don't want to show the goodwill into the balance sheet, it means we have to apply case number 2 and we have to pass here 3 journal entries A, B and C. So you have to be thorough with the journal entry. This is your case number 2. Now, the next here, when new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash and it is paid to all partners privately. It means they did not show the amount of goodwill into the books of accounts. In that case, in this case, no entry is required to be passed the books of the firm. The reason is that it is clearly mentioned it is to paid to all partners privately. That means they are going to take it from the, not from the business, outside only. They will just settle the amount of the goodwill and therefore no effect will shown into the balance sheet. Now the second method here, valuation method. So the first method, that is called premium method. It means whenever the partner he brings here cash into the business, we have to remember, we have to first find out whether it may be case number 1 or case number 2. The case number 1 was goodwill retained into the business, and in the second case we did here the goodwill amount withdrawn by the old partners. Now see the second here valuation method. In this year, under this method, new partner does not bring his share of goodwill. So old partner measure the goodwill of the firm and then it is raised in the books of the firm at the time of admission of new partner. In this case here, new partner, he did not bring anything in the form of goodwill in cash into the business. But the firm, they have to show here what is the amount of goodwill, and therefore that case is called here goodwill is raised. So it is raised in the books of the firm at the time of admission of new partner. So the old partner, they are going to show that this is the particular amount of the goodwill that the firm has earned from since so many years, whatever the period of the business may be. Now see the journal entry based on this here. Transaction number 1 here. In this transaction number 1, when new partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash and it is raised in the books of the firm. They are just going to show the amount of goodwill into the business. And see the journal entry here. Goodwill account debit to old partners capital or current account being goodwill raised in the books of the firm, old ratio. So we have to pass here goodwill account debit to old partners capital or current account because new partner, he did not bring the amount of goodwill in cash. And the second effect, goodwill will appear in the new balance sheet on asset side. So we have to give second effect of the goodwill into the balance sheet. Now see the second case here under valuation method when goodwill is raised and written off. Now it means here partners, they are just going to just show the amount of the goodwill and it is how it is going to be distributed among all the partners. This is called what here when goodwill is raised and written off. See the journal entry here. A. Goodwill account debit to old partners capital or current account being goodwill raised in the books as per the old ratio. And the second entry that we have to pass here, all partners capital account debit to goodwill account being goodwill with written off as per the new ratio. As per the new ratio, why? Because here clearly it is mentioned here all partners capital account. So when it is going to be distributed among all partners, we have to distribute as per the new ratio. So in this we have seen here altogether the 4 cases here. In premium method 2 cases and in valuation method 2 cases. So valuation method means what here when goodwill is raised, and valuation second entry is here goodwill raised and written off. Now when goodwill already appears in the books of the firm in balance sheet here. Now what does it mean? In this case, like other assets, machinery, building, furniture and goodwill, if they will give goodwill into the quotient, that is into the balance sheet, then what effect that we have to give here? In such cases, if goodwill is revalued, the difference between revalued value of goodwill and its book value is transferred to old partners capital or current account or revaluation account. Now what does it mean? If goodwill is already going to appear in the books of the accounts, that is in the balance sheet, and in the adjustment they will mention certain amount of changes in the goodwill. In that case, goodwill should be revalued. Either we are going to add, that is appreciation, or either we are going to reduce the value of goodwill in asset side. And the second effect that we are going to transfer here into the revaluation account. And here revalued value of goodwill and its book value transferred to all partners capital or current account or revaluation account. Now this is optional. Either you can transfer to capital or current account, or we can show in the revaluation account. Like how we are going to give the treatment of other assets. Similarly, we are going to give the treatment of goodwill also in this case. If goodwill already appears in the balance sheet and new partner brings goodwill in cash. If already in the previous case also goodwill already appear in the balance sheet, in this also, but they have further mentioned in the adjustment that new partner brings goodwill in cash. Then it is desirable to write off the goodwill appearing in the books among all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. And now in this case, the goodwill that it is given in the balance sheet asset side, we are going to distribute that among the old partner as per old profit sharing ratio. And in the adjustment, they will mention here goodwill brought in cash, it should be retained in the business or withdrawn by all partners. Whatever the case may be, accordingly we have to pass the journal entry. Now, the next part here, revaluation of assets and liabilities. So till now students, we have discussed about goodwill, treatment of goodwill, and the journal entries related with here goodwill brought in cash as per premium method and as per valuation method. What are the effects that we have to give? Now we are going to start with here revaluation of assets and liabilities. When new partner he is going to be come into the business, the assets and liabilities are going to be revalued. Either it may increases or decreases. So let us see here. Meaning of it, at the time of reconstitution of the firm, assets and liabilities of the firm are revalued. The change made in the value of assets and liabilities are recorded in the revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account. So we have to give the effect in this here revaluation account. Maybe it increases or decreases. Revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account is a nominal account. Here, why it is given a nominal account? Because in this debit side, we are going to record all our expenses or losses, and credit side, we are going to record here all our incomes or gains. So if our assets, if our assets will increases, we are going to record on the credit side, and if the value of the assets will decrease, we are going to record on the debit side. That we will see here. After recording the increase or decrease in assets and liabilities here, the gain or loss on revaluation is transferred to all partners' capital or current account in their old profit sharing ratio. So here, after giving the effects of all assets and liabilities on revaluation account, we are going to close it, and whatever the profit or loss that we have, we will get it here in the revaluation account. We will transfer that into partners capital or current account as per the old profit sharing ratio. Now here see the specimen of revaluation of profit and loss adjustment account students here. Debit side here particular amount, credit side. Now just now we have discussed here whenever our assets will decrease here, we are going to write here on the debit side, and therefore our journal entry we will see here in the next slide here. Assets decreases, we are going to record on the debit side. When the value of the assets will increases, we are going to record this on the credit side. Liabilities. If our liability is going to be increased, it is what here loss for the business, and therefore here we will write on the debit side. And if the liability is going to be decreases, that is our gain, and here we are going to record on the credit side. And whatever the profit or loss that we will get it from the revaluation account, that we will transfer, that we will write it over here, that is to all partners capital or current account if we will get here difference on the debit side, or if we will get here difference on the credit side, it means it is a loss. So this always students, this you people have to remember very well. Assets decreases, debit side; assets increases, credit side; liability increases, debit side; liability decreases, credit side. Now we are going to start with the journal entry based on here revaluation of assets and liabilities. Increasing the value of assets and decreasing the value of liability. Journal entry is assets account debit, liability account debit to revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account. And in narration, being the value of assets increased and value of liability decreased. Whatever the case may be, we can combine it also, or if you want, you can pass the separate entry. Decreasing the value of assets and increasing the value of liability. In this case here, it is a loss, and therefore the entry is revaluation or profit and loss adjustment account debit to assets account to liability account. Being the value of assets decreased and value of liability increased. Again here, If you want, you can pass the separate entry, that is revaluation account debit to assets, again revaluation account debit to liability, as per the convenience. Now the next here, recording the unrecorded assets in the books of accounts. Now this they will give in the adjustment. Many times they will give here in the adjustment that there is a prepaid insurance here or any assets that has not been recorded in the balance sheet, and we have to give the effects of this. So the effect of this is assets account debit to revaluation account, because we are going to record it on the asset side, and by this much our revaluation is going to be increased. Narration here, being unrecorded assets brought in the books of accounts. Here, creating new liabilities in the books. Here, in the adjustment, they will mention that any liability that is not mentioned in the balance sheet but it is created now. Therefore, how we are going to give the effect of this after the balance sheet? Revaluation account debit to new liabilities account, being unrecorded liability brought in the books of accounts. So revaluation account, here we are going to write here on the debit side because our liability has increased, it is a loss, and here our assets increases, that means it is a gain, and therefore revaluation credit side. Transfer of profit on revaluation to all partners' capital or current account. In this case here, after just completing the entire sum, we are going to close our revaluation of profit, revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account, and the difference amount of profit or loss we are going to transfer to partners' capital account, and see the journal entry. Revaluation account debit to all partners' capital or current account, being profit on revaluation credited to partners' capital or current account. And if transfer of losses, if we will close the revaluation account and we will get the difference on the credit side, that is a loss. And how we are going to give the effect of this? All partners' capital or current account debit to revaluation account, and being loss on revaluation transfer to partners' capital or current account. So in short, we have to remember profit it is going to be appear on the debit side here, and loss it is going to be appear on the credit side in the revaluation account, and we have to transfer here in the partners' capital or current account. Thank you, students. Now after this we are going to start with the sum, students. So please go through adjustments of goodwill and adjustment of assets, revaluation also, and then we will start with the sum. Thank you.